This week, ladies and gentlemen, could go down in history as one of the most critical turning points for drivers across the entire United Kingdom. Why? Because the DVLA has officially rolled out 3 brand new rules that are already live, already active, and already changing the way we all drive. And make no mistake, these aren't small technical adjustments buried in the fine print. These are major, sweeping reforms with very real and very immediate consequences. Whether you've been behind the wheel for decades or you only just passed your driving test, these rules apply to you. They apply to every single driver on our roads. And here's the part that's causing so much shock and confusion right now. The rules are not waiting. They've already come into force this week. That means if you're watching this video today, you're already exposed. You're already at risk of fines, points, and penalties you may not even know about yet. Think about how these things usually play out. For years, new regulations have slipped quietly under the radar. Drivers carry on as normal, completely unaware, until suddenly a fine drops through the letterbox, or you get pulled over at the roadside, blindsided, confused, and left asking, when did the rules even change? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. But today, you have the chance to get ahead of it. The reality is stark. Ignorance won't save you. I didn't know won't be accepted as an excuse. The DVLA doesn't work like that. The police don't work like that. The penalty will land. The points will be added. And for some, the consequences could escalate to a full driving ban. And let's be honest, that's not just about losing your license. For many people, losing the right to drive means losing your freedom, your independence, your job, your ability to care for your family. It's life-changing, and that's why this week's announcement is so urgent, so critical, and why every driver in Britain needs to sit up and pay attention. Here's the problem. Hardly anyone has been told about these changes properly. The headlines haven't screamed it from the rooftops. Most motorists have no idea that these rules are already active. Yet right now, as I speak, drivers are being caught out across the country. So today, I'm going to walk you through every single detail. We're going to break down each of the 3 new rules, explain how they're being enforced, and most importantly, show you how to protect yourself. Because while thousands will be caught off guard and pay the price, you don't have to be one of them. Welcome to Pensioners Power, your trusted source for everything you need to know about pensions, retirement planning, and financial wellness. Here, we cover the latest news, expert insights, and essential updates to help you maximize your retirement years. Whether it's understanding pension schemes, making the most of your savings, or staying informed about financial changes, you're in the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Now, let's jump right into today's topic. Rule number 1: documentation and driving license details. This is the one that sounds simple, but it's a trap that's already catching thousands of drivers out. For years, many people have been relaxed about updating their driving license or their V5C logbook when they move house. Maybe you've thought, well, my car's insured. I've paid my road tax. My license is valid. Surely it doesn't matter if my address is still the old one. But the DVLA has now made it brutally clear that belief is no longer safe. From this week, if your personal details are not fully accurate and up to date, you are breaking the law. And the penalty? A fine that can climb up to £1,000. This isn't just about a police officer pulling you over. The enforcement systems have become far smarter, far more connected. Insurance companies, police databases, DVLA records, they all talk to each other now. And when the details don't line up, it triggers a red flag. Imagine this: your insurance has your new address, but your driving license still shows the old one. Or your V5C logbook is still sending reminders to your previous house. Those mismatches are now picked up automatically. The system doesn't need a human being to spot it. And once the system has flagged it, you're the one who gets fined. This might sound unfair, but think about it from the authorities' perspective. An out-of-date address means official notices, speeding tickets, penalty charges, congestion fines could be sent to the wrong house. You may never even see them. And that leads to missed deadlines, escalating fines, and even court summons. So instead of giving drivers extra leeway, the DVLA is doing the opposite. They're putting the responsibility squarely back on you. No excuses, no second chances. And I get it, moving house is one of the most stressful things you can do. You're juggling bills, removals, boxes everywhere. Updating your driving license or logbook is probably the last thing on your mind. But under these rules, forgetting is no longer an excuse. If you've moved in the last 6 months and haven't updated your details, you're already at risk today. This is your wake-up call. Take 10 minutes, check your documents, and make sure they're correct. It could literally save you hundreds of pounds and a mountain of stress. Rule number 2, MOT enforcement. This one is a game changer. For years, some drivers have assumed that if your MOT expired yesterday, you'd probably be fine to nip to the shops or drive to work until you got it booked. Not anymore. The DVLA, working hand in hand with the police, has tightened enforcement to the strictest level we've ever seen. Automatic number plate recognition cameras now cross-check your plate against the MOT database in real time. That means if your MOT expired even a single day ago, your car is already marked as non-compliant. Drive past a camera today, and the system will instantly flag you. Drive past a police car equipped with the same technology, and they'll be alerted on the spot. The fine for driving without a valid MOT can be up to £1,000. But here's where it gets really frightening. If you're involved in an accident, even a minor one, on the very first day after your MOT expires, your insurance could refuse to cover you. That leaves you personally responsible for every penny of damage, every medical bill, every repair cost. Imagine the nightmare of having an accident that wasn't even your fault, but because your MOT was out by one day, you're suddenly looking at thousands of pounds in costs. That's the brutal new reality. Life is busy. We all forget dates. But the DVLA doesn't care about excuses. Their position is clear. If you don't meet the requirement, you face the penalty. And with the new systems in place, the chance of getting away with it is virtually zero. So if you take one action today, check your MOT date. Don't assume you know it. Actually confirm it. And if it's coming up, book your test now. Under these rules, waiting until the last minute is simply too dangerous. Rule number 3, clean air zones and emissions enforcement. This is the one sparking outrage up and down the country. We've already seen schemes like London's ultra-low emission zone, Birmingham's clean air zone, and similar rollouts in other cities. These were already controversial, with drivers furious at daily charges they could barely afford. But this week, the DVLA has taken things even further. The cameras monitoring these zones are now directly linked to DVLA systems. That means, if your vehicle doesn't meet the emission standard, the charge or fine is triggered automatically instantly. There's no delay, no loophole, no chance of slipping under the radar. Drive into the zone and you pay. Refuse to pay, and the fine escalates, doubling, even tripling if left unpaid. For drivers of older petrol and diesel vehicles, this is devastating. Imagine being a delivery driver whose van is just a few years too old. Suddenly, every trip into the city costs £12, 50p or more. That's hundreds of pounds a month money families simply don't have, with the cost of living already squeezing every household. And don't think this is just a London issue. More and more cities are expanding their clean air zones, and the DVLA's latest update makes it clear the rollout is accelerating, not slowing down. What doesn't affect you today could be on your doorstep within months. So here's the truth. These three rules together, stricter document enforcement, zero tolerance on moats, and real-time emissions policing paint a crystal clear picture. The DVLA is tightening its grip. Drivers are under sharper scrutiny than ever before. You can't afford to ignore this. The risks are too high, and the chances of being caught are higher than ever. That's why the single most important thing you can do today is act. Don't put it off. Don't wait. Check your details. Confirm your MOT. Understand your local clean air zones. These small steps could be the difference between staying safe and financially secure or being one of the many drivers blindsided by the new rules. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Driving in the UK is no longer just about getting from A to B. It's about navigating a system of rules, penalties, and enforcement that is changing faster than ever before. Thank you for watching Pensioners Power. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights on the issues that affect the UK. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates.